want to start off by saying to you that I'm still growing, and that the teachings that I've shared in times past on the subject of tithing were not correct. And today I stand in humility to correct some things that I've taught for years and believed for years, but could never understand it clearly because I had not yet been confronted with the gospel of grace, which has made the difference. I won't apologize, because if it wasn't for me going down that route, I would have never ended up where I am right now. But I will say that I have no shame at all at saying to you, throw away every book, every tape, and every video I ever did on the subject of tithing, unless it lines up with this. I've done some corrective teaching in the last 10 years, but not to the degree of what we're getting ready to do now. So why is this important? Because religion is sustained by two factors: fear and guilt. And if it's one subject that the church has used for a long time to keep people in fear and guilt, it is in that subject of tithing. And it has to be corrected, and it's got to be corrected now. I may lose some friends, preachers may not ever invite me no more, but I think I've already been through that, so it doesn't matter.
You know, the transactional gospel has its origin in Simon Magus. Simon Magus saw the power of God in Acts chapter 8 in demonstration, and he brought a bag of money, and he told Peter and the apostles, take this money and give me the power of God. That was where that transactional gospel originated from a native doctor. Take this bag of money and give me power. And what was Peter's response? Go and perish with your money. You cannot buy the gift of God with money. And that is why this transactional materialistic gospel is an affront on the character of God. God doesn't need your money to do anything for you. God doesn't need anything from you to do anything for you. He did everything for us before we ever knew we will need it. Because God is a father. He owns the whole world. He said, if I wanted food, I will not come to you. If I wanted a house, I will not come to you. The cattle upon 1,000 hills, they belong to me. That's the God we serve. And then somebody said, but how are preachers going to sustain the church? How are preachers going to make money? Look at the model in the New Testament. In the book of Acts, nobody paid tithe, nobody received tithe. If tithing was that important, Paul will have taught it to the church in Rome. He will have taught it to the church in Galatia, Ephesus, Colossae. He will have taught it to the church in Thessalonica, or he will have taught Timothy, or he will have taught Titus. But all of the epistles and all of the pastoral epistles have no such instructions on tithing. Why? Because tithing went with the Old Testament. But in the New Testament, beginning from the book of Acts, we see generosity. That is the spirit of the New Testament, where God loves a cheerful giver. As a man has proposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly, not of necessity. In the New Testament, the Spirit of God is in the hearts of men, stirring up men to give generously to the work of God. But you know, preachers don't want that, because the tithe comes with control, it comes with curses, it comes with fear, and Christ has redeemed us from all those curses. Today you give to God out of love, you give to God out of generosity, and there is no particular percentage attached to it.